And we are in the final stretch of Democracy 2014. By this time tomorrow, most, if not all, the results will be in on who you elected to run our state and represent us in Washington. For the campaigns, the fight is not over yet. Mark Stewart is live tonight. Mark, they are telling you it all comes down to voter turnout.
And whether or not you return your ballot here in person or use one of the voting machines tomorrow morning, Democrats and Republicans agree this election, this vote, will all be determined by who shows up at the polls. What's the message in this final stretch?
We're going to win.
With pizzas in hand, Democratic Senate candidate Mark Udall brings food to campaign volunteers.
We're going to keep going right to Election Day.
With Election Day less than 24 hours away, the final push is all energy and excitement. Final hours, what's your message?
Oh, everybody vote.
A point the governor stressed while meeting with his team.
You know, we are a little behind. I don't think we're as behind as people say, but we're a little behind.
Senate candidate Cory Gardner's campaign is encouraged by the number of Republican mail-in returns.
1 day more to
He too is stressing a get out and vote message to his supporters.
7 o'clock tomorrow evening. That's it. It cuts off.
Republicans hope the momentum from Gardner will extend ticket-wide.
If I happen to run well, it helps Cory. If Cory runs well, it helps me.
Bob Beaupre, seen here at a rally last week, spent part of the day on the western slope before returning here to Denver.
Our ground game has never been this good.
And 7 News crunching the latest numbers on the returned ballots. And here's a look at voter turnout to this date. These are registered voters who have already turned in their ballots. This is broken down by county. You can see here a lot of numbers on this page. So I'm breaking them down for you tonight. Just under 1.4 million voters have already turned in their ballots. That's 37% of all registered voters in Colorado. 40% of the ballots turned in are from registered Republicans and 32% from registered Democrats, and unaffiliated voters making up 26%.
Now, if you haven't voted yet, it's too late to mail it. You'll need to take your ballot to a drop-off location by 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And there are several open, and you can find a map of all of them on our 7 News app. And be sure to stay with 7 News for all your election coverage tomorrow night. 7 News right now at 6 will be extended to an hour. Then from 7 to 10, you can get live results and analysis on Comcast 247 and on our app and online. Then on 7 News at 10, all the results, followed by a wrap-up of all the races starting at 4:30 Wednesday morning.
And many of you just excited those annoying political ads will be over. And hey, we don't blame you. One can only stand so much ominous piano music and sensational voiceovers tugging on your heartstrings. So we checked. The very last political spot you'll see here on 7 News will air just before 5:30 tomorrow night. That's in 19 hours and 27 minutes. But hey, who's keeping track?